All right, so let's go ahead and take this beast out for a drive. Putting into drive is very straightforward and down, and if you want to go ahead and shift your gears yourself, you can go ahead and shift it over to the right and do it through here or to the paddle shifters. But let's go ahead and put it in comfort, and let's go ahead and drive onto South Dixie. Now, like I said, this model is the RS Q8 Performance model. So we have a 4-liter twin turbocharged V8 underneath the hood, 631 horsepower and 631 pound-feet of torque. So something that the Europeans don't get is the, you know, performance straight off the bat. You have to actually go up a tier to get the performance oriented model, which is something that, you know, I'm actually really happy that Audi of North America went ahead and has it as the primary trim level for the US market. But so far, even though we have 23-inch wheels here, it feels very comfortable. And I have it in comfort mode. I have it also in the sport designation for the transmission. If we actually tap it one more down, it will put it into the regular designation for your transmission. But feels great in here. You know, the bolstering on the side of the seats hug you very, very well, and even the headrest feels fantastic. Now, the thing is, having a fixed headrest, sometimes it's very difficult to, you know, cater towards every person's height, but I think Audi has perfected it in such a way that anybody who's tall or anybody who's short can actually feel comfortable whenever they're sitting back here. But let's go ahead and put it into RS really quick. We'll put it into RS2, and then we'll drive a little. Man, that V8 just rumbles, man. One thing that I love that Audi continues to do is offer a V8 in its current, you know, lineup. A lot of brands have been getting rid of V8s for turbocharged 4-cylinders, and I really don't like the fact that they've been doing that, or even, you know, turbocharged 6-cylinders that really don't help out when it comes to the overall characteristics of a performance brand like Audi is. You know, Audi's a very sporty, performance-oriented brand, and that's one thing when it comes to this. You know, you're gonna expect a V8, so that's a great thing. Overall visibility out the whole entire vehicle, I will say it's actually very, very good. You have larger side windows over here. We have a large front window, and even the rear windows with the D-pillar quarter windows actually helps with the overall assistance of seeing out the whole entire side of the vehicle. And I think that's a really great thing. There's not a lot of blind spots, which is something that's rare to see in a coupified SUV like this vehicle. Let's go ahead and let's go to these back roads over here, and let's see how this puppy goes around the corners. It even pops and bangs whenever you shift it down, which I love. Let's go. Holy crap! That, oh my god, that is phenomenal. Oh my god, that was great. How it just pushes you back, and you can feel a lot of the power being delivered to the rear rather than the front wheels, which is fantastic. That's something that you want from an all-wheel drive system. You don't want an all-wheel drive system to go ahead and have the torque split down the middle, where power is being distributed 50% to the front and 50% to the rear. No, 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 no. You want this performance-oriented vehicle to go ahead and have it to the rear wheels. This is phenomenal. Holy wow, I really wish I can curse, but you can imagine what I'm possibly thinking right now. It feels great. And then, you know, we could go ahead and put it into RS and even into comfort mode, and let's just, you know, coast. Let's just drive normally, you know, everyday driving. Let's go ahead and go over the speed bump and let's see how it feels. Very good. The air suspension soaks it up phenomenally. This is a great car all around. You know, it delivers on performance, it delivers on comfortability, and it also delivers on tech. I really love the tech that we have in here. This split that we have over here for the infotainment screen, and then having the actual climate control being in its own designation, is far better than embedding it to the main touchscreen. And the reason why I say that is because other brands tend to put their, you know, full climate control into the screen. And what happens when you do that? Well, if you want to focus on, you know, let's say for example, the maps, right? You have it, you're driving and you need to get into an area. Guess what? If you need to change the control for temperature, it's going to actually really get intrusive into the space. No, Audi actually did it a lot better. Applaud to Audi, honestly. They did it phenomenally with having this overall split screen over here. I think it's great. This is what automakers need to do. They need to follow what Audi does for this vehicle. So overall, driving this vehicle, this is the best performance SUV coupe that you can get on the market right now. It has the power, it's got that sport rear differential, you have the RS1, RS2 designation that you could go ahead and switch individually. Also, the interior is just fantastic. I love the infotainment area. I like how we have the split climate control area, something that a lot of automakers ought to go ahead and implement into their vehicles. But overall, it's a great vehicle. Now I want to give a huge shout out to Audi Miami South for allowing me to film this vehicle. If you guys are interested in purchasing any vehicle whatsoever from Audi Miami South, make sure to go ahead and contact Florin and use promo code Let's Go Florin. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.